Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Call of Duty Black Ops. Today we are in Vietnam, Khe Sanh, that's right, one of the launch points of the MACV-SOG, going into places like Laos and Cambodia, mostly Laos, with Khe Sanh being so close to the DMZ and the border of Laos. Here we're gonna face the infamous Battle of Khe Sanh that kickstarted the Tet Offensive of 1968, and from here we will go into the sacred citadel of Hue City.
This is the Psychedelic Music Show at AFVN. I'm Army Specialist Zach Johnson. Our APO here is 96309. If you send a request to that number, what we do is we open it like this. When it arrives, we read it, pull out that record, and play it on the air. Like this one, Fortunate Son by CCR.
Woods is here.
You are not allowed to have a Vietnam War game without this crap music track. You are violating every single federal laws.
Mason.
Woods, you look like hammered shit.
It's no time for shit, you junk. It's nah, baby.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Jason Hudson, CIA. Thank you for your time, Sergeant.
Right.
I've already briefed Mason broadly about the situation.
Let me fill in the blanks for you. Back in '64, the CIA gave up control of covert operations in Southeast Asia, handed it over to the U.S. military. From that, MACV-SOG was born. Now, aside from being a base for the Marine Corps, Khe Sanh is our launching point for all cross-border activities, mostly Laos and Cambodia. Missions are S&D, sabotage, black propaganda, strategic recon, POW rescue. You know, evil shit.
Whoa, there goes one freedom bug. Oh! That poor Marine.
Mason over here! We gotta move him! Get him to the bunker, I'll cover you. Go!
Hudson was down and Khe Sanh was under siege. But like with Weaver, you risked your life to save him.
Hudson was a fucking ice cube. That's why I like blasting.
Your mission priority was to get to Hue City, but you all stayed behind to defend Khe Sanh. That wasn't your objective.
You obviously didn't know Woods. He knew Khe Sanh needed our help. There's no decision to make.
Okay.
Alright, we are now... Alright, so a little info about the Vietnam War in Khe Sanh right now. First of all, the Vietnam War started in 1959. Back then, the insurgency was basically from remnants of the Viet Minh, also known as the League of Vietnam's Independence Movement. But after the French basically vacated the country, the Viet Minh became officially under control of the communists in North Vietnam, basically Hanoi. So after the 1954 Geneva peace deal, Hanoi decided to slowly develop the Viet Cong movement in the South in order to unite the country, whether the South like it or not. And as a result, they also decided to violate the treaty, albeit quietly, by having the Soviet and Chinese coming in to give them military aid, technical assistance, advisors, etc., etc. And by 1965, the insurgency has come to a point where the United States decided to have direct intervention, and that situation continues for the next 3 years. So the next 3 years were the phases of the counter-insurgency, where U.S. troops were employed to conduct these rapid assaults using helicopters and artillery bombardment, like you saw in Hollywood's depictions of Vietnam War. But by 1968, the Viet Cong were basically growing a little bit impatient. They need to win fast. They need to win right now. And they decided to go on the, a Hail Mary maneuver, if you will, which is One, they would launch an all-out assault on Khe Sanh in order to distract the U.S. And then, just a few weeks later, when the Vietnamese Lunar New Year of 1968 coming up, the Viet Cong would launch an all-out insurgency an uprising in the urban centers like Saigon all the way to Quảng. And afterwards, suddenly, in their mind, South Vietnamese population will rise up. But the thing is, that didn't happen. The Vietnamese population didn't rise up with them. Instead, they were cornered like rats and they were slaughtered to a man. 80,000, maybe more, communist troops, north and south, die in this campaign. And in this particular battle, you're going to meet the NVA, the North Vietnamese Regular Army, the uniformed guys that Hollywood just couldn't tell the difference between them and the insurgency Viet Cong to the south. There they are. Oh, that was awesome.
Check the ladder! Contact down!
On the ladder!
Frag out! Tango down! Confirmed! Enemy by the train!
Get out of there!
Oh, sorry. Napalm barrel.
Contacts by the
Here
train!
they come, Mason! Wait for it!
Jesus Christ!
Burn them, Mason! Hold this position! Down! Just fire in that trench!
Ready?
He's down!
Enemy trench! Target down!
Tanks on the way! Shit! We get armor moving up. Russian T-55. We need something bigger. On me! Russian tanks! Don't want them to get full!
Come on, reload.
This wall rock will burst them wide open.
Enemy tank!
I see it. Tango down.
In the trench! Contact!
Miss, reload. Target destroyed.
Hill contact!
Got another one.
Enemy trench!
Roger that, the exchange red runner is inbound. 2 minutes, please stand by.
Hostiles in the trench!
Copy.
Enemy down!
Affirmative.
Need to reload! Got one in the valley!
Kinda like, ooh, I like this.
Bastards ain't letting up.
Arclight, 10 minutes out.
1-7, this is Red Rider, over.
Almost out of ammo. There's a weapons cache in that bunker on the right.
Inbound 2 minutes.
But we can't get to it. They closed our right flank.
Those barrels are full of napalm.
Yeah.
Right now.
We got pushed back before we can bury it.
Good to know. Marines, hold your position. Let's fucking go.
Big Red Rider. What's your position? Just hang tight. Okay, standing by. Go, go, go!
Hostile, leave the barrel.
Enemy down.
At the trench line! Got one by the trench line! Got it.
Got it. No, the guys behind hold them back this time. Less likely.
Those are our own mortars. Do they know we're here?
Enemy down!
Enemy by the crater. Find that stuff! Keep your head down! Move on!
Anybody have eyes on it? No, check the other side.
Kill confirmed! VHQ bunker!
Tango down. Go for it.
VHQ bunker! Keep pushing!
You can't kill Woods. You can't kill Woods.
Do not, repeat, do not engage. Fire, put it right there. I'm coming around again. Stay with me. Relay that over. Get your ass out of there. Repeat your left.
On me!
More NVA moving in. Infantry and armor. They must have a fucking division hit out there.
And I thought he was a pussy. Now that's what I'm talking about. coming back, get on the toe!
This thing built like a tank.
Yeah, but a damn sight more maneuverable.
CF-143, authorization, Sierra Oscar, Golf X-ray. Priority 1 ordnance to my command.
Affirmative X-ray. Engaging.
Use the controls to steer the tow missile.
Arclight, 5 minutes CF-143, beginning bomb run. Arclight, 2 minutes out. Understood. Stand by, X-ray. CF-143, beginning bomb run.
Felt that one. Ain't over yet.
Arclight, 1 minute out. Understood. Stand by, X-ray. Roger, X-ray. Targeting
Felt
sector.
that one. Keep it up.
Affirmative X-ray.
Keep it up.
Engaging. Roger that. We're inbound. Arclight. Coordinates confirmed. Engaging.
It's over.
This is the start of Supernauts. They'll be back.
Oh, B-52 Arclight guns.
Bowman! You look like hammered shit, Mason.
Never do that to you.
Good to see you, Alex.
Jason Hudson, CIA. We're here to talk about your encounter with Russians in Laos. We got word a defector might be in play.
Poor Hudson getting left in the cold.
Today, communications are in chaos and commercial flights from the airport have been canceled. While some
The Tet Offensive was the beginning of the end.
offensive to shout
When America really started losing the war. Inside the MACV compound in Hue City, you established contact with the Russian defector.
No!
We know you did. He turned himself in at MACV. You were there, Mason. He had intel on Dragovich. Everything. But it was a lost cause.
Shut the fuck up!
NVA had surrounded the city. MACV had all but burned to the ground. The defector was surely dead.
He wasn't dead!
It was a lost cause, and you still went in. Why?
His protection team had gone dark. I couldn't accept that he was dead. I needed that fucking dossier!
the forces came under fire, stopping the attack and forcing the battalion to return to the MACV compound.
Hue City. That's when things really started to unravel for you, Mason.
Defector.
MACV compound in sight. You are jumping into some deep shit, Woods.
We're here to yank a defector with vital intel on Soviet involvement in Nam. We lost contact with his security team. He may be holed up in the MACV safe room.
He's alive. We'll find him.
Stock X-ray team, hook up. Hotel 6, come back. Hotel 6, do you roger? Lima 9, Hotel 6 is gone.
Here, Spass 12, hold your incendiaries.
All right.
Where we heading, Mason?
All right, so the Battle of Hue City was considered to be one of the most pivotal battle of the Tet Offensive campaign. The idea, this city was considered to be the citadel, the final citadel of the Vietnamese, feudal dynasty, the Nguyen dynasty. After Emperor Bao Dai basically abdicated the throne, Hue became this sort of ancient citadel, not exactly ancient, but sort of old citadel. It's basically Vietnam's version of Kyoto, but much less illustrious, if you will. It doesn't have the grand scales of Kyoto or Beijing's Forbidden City. So for the Viet Cong, when they took over this city, they were holding it for roughly a whole month of fighting. the U.S. Marines initially were given the orders to liberate the city from the Viet Cong. However, they are not allowed to use heavy weapons or indirect fire because there are too many ancient monuments in this city. If anything that got damaged and destroyed, it'll be on the Marines for destroying it. And the Marines try their best in order to avoid unnecessary collateral damages to civilians and their cultural heritage. But eventually, when the Marines' casualties started stacking up, that order was rescinded, and the Marines were basically allowed to open fire on everything they see. But even then, they tried their best to make sure they minimize the damages. While the Viet Congs, that they were caught in the open, they were no longer in the jungles they basically got accustomed to in the last several years of fighting. They were now cornered and killed. Now right away, I got a problem with this mission. Why is Mason given a SPAS 12?
You got NVA all over the north wing, Woods.
Light them up, Bowman.
Lima 9 is inbound. X-ray, keep your hands down. X-ray, you're clear.
Come on, move on.
That was awesome. However, I have several problems here. These weapons are too anachronistic. The SPAS 12 way ahead of its time. Also, the other problem is the last mission we saw the NVA using the accurate AK-47.
Son of a bitch.
However, in this mission we see them using FAL, a weapon that Vietnam never had. I don't get it.
Get down!
X-ray, this is Lima 9. Anyone who doesn't get out
What?
soon
You
is...
shot civilian? What? Why'd you fire? I didn't shot civilians, no sirree. How?
Is down there.
Clear.
Safe room's been breached.
So where's your contact?
He might have fallen back to the command room. He may still be alive. Let's move. On me. Grenade in.
The safe room's on the other side of the war room.
Target down.
Get the cover. Tango down. Target down. Hostile down.
Tango down. Reloading, watch my 6.
Clear. Lima 9er, sit rep, over.
X-ray, the NVA have retaken the MACV South. You are cut off.
Shit. Roger that, Lima 9er.
You better get your asses in gear if you want an evac.
Let's go. He should be in one of these rooms.
Mason, take the door at the far end of the hallway.
Hold it, on me.
Wait. Reznov?
Mason.
How did you
Reznov.
survive?
How'd you get out of Vorkuta? Never thought I'd see you alive.
Nor are you, my friend. I am here with a warning. Your government would do well to heed. Dragovich is planning an attack on the west.
Action! You get what you came for?
Dragovich, I knew we'd see him again.
His influence spreads like a cancer. Even the Kremlin does not know what he is truly planning. He must be stopped, Mason. Dragovich, Greshenko, Stein, all must die. Are these your men?
Woods, Bowman.
I am Reznov. Victor.
What took you so long, Mason? That intel better be worth it. Leave a niner! Where the hell's our pickup?
X-ray, be advised. Marine forces are engaged in heavy fighting west of the MACV. Push through to Rally Point Delta, 2 clicks north on the river.
We're gonna need some close air support for this shit. We'll make it. You just be there.
RT Texas, this is 1-5. We need immediate air support at Grid 7, Delta Oscar Tango.
1-5, we do not have authorization in that grid. Point to the shield, son.
Contact down! Pull it together and give me that radio.
What are you, SOG?
Just give me the radio.
Good luck with that shit.
Texas, this is Sierra Oscar Golf X-ray. Priority 1, ordnance in my command. I authenticate Golf 2, over.
Roger that, we're inbound.
Enemy down! Reload! X-ray, move out!
It's a little weird that the Huey gunship and the bottom feeder M113 there, they got the U.S. Army designation on them. These would have been utilized by the Marines that were in Clay City. The Army wouldn't arrive in the city about several weeks later as one of the blocking force preventing the communists from escaping the city.
Ordnance on my mark.
Roger, X-ray, hold tight.
Target down.
Target eliminated.
Whoa, heavy tanks!
APC's down! There's a fucking tank out there! Take that son of a bitch right now!
Texas, we have enemy armor at Victor Zulu 7 Foxtrot.
Roger, X-ray. Stand by for strafing run.
Contact down!
X-ray, we're coming in hot.
Enemy down! X-ray, move out!
Tank destroyed. X-ray, you are clear to proceed.
The LZ's half a click away! Into the street!
Contact down.
Mason, put that ordnance on the building!
Texas, ordnance on my mark.
We see you, X-ray. Support on the way.
Man, that's so awkward.
Evasive action! X-ray, we're under heavy fire!
X-ray, the grid is high. RT Texas is pulling out. Take down that anti-air and we'll return support. Over.
Understood, Texas.
Mason, gotta take out that ZSU! Bowman, keep these guys safe! Got it!
I couldn't believe Reznov was here in Hue City. He was the defector.
He came back for you, Mason. Reznov was back.
Still in one piece, my friend.
I'm good.
Mason! You okay, brother?
I'm still breathing. We'll see you at the rally point. Got him! Contact down. The ZSU is right above us.
Put a charge on the ceiling! Blow the floor beneath them!
I got Charlie in my pocket here, 1-0. How much longer?
About 30 seconds. Ready,
Get to a safe distance! Good work, Mason!
There's a ride!
I'm not so sure.
Get the wounded first. More birds on their way. Sit tight. X-ray, air support is offline while we evacuate the wounded.
Looks like we gotta wait. Everyone load up. I want this LZ secure. Mason set up charges around the perimeter.
Get the wounded first. More birds on their way. Sit tight.
Alright, let's get some defenses up. You guys probably saw earlier the Vietcong were, or should I say the NVA soldiers were executing civilians. This is basically the developers nod to the events of Hue City where the communist groups decide to execute the civilian population there. Anyone they deem as a collaborator or basically mark for termination. What's really scary was that they knew very well in advance who was working for who and they visit and where they live. So they target every people from police officers, priests, government functionaries, anyone who even works, who even have any, administrative role in play was brought out for execution.
The enemy's courage could be the result of their newfound ally.
314014.
lines of Project Nova.
Nova 6. Reznov called it Nova 6. Dragovich.
What do you know about Dr. Clark? We know that Clark was the chemical engineer who formulated Nova 6. Malignant narcissist, degenerate prodigy. Your handler, Jason Hudson, was sent to Kowloon to interrogate Clark. Do you remember?
Why keep asking? You already know everything.
No, Mason, we don't know what the numbers mean. We don't know where they're broadcast from.
Well, why don't you ask Hudson? Kowloon was his mission. He interrogated Clark.
Boy, that was one hell of a mission. That was probably the best thing I've ever seen in Call of Duty Black Ops, with a massive blowout at the end of the defector mission. Join me next time as we head to John Woo's home and find out for ourselves what the number was about from the horse's mouth.